Frodsham Sea Praise Pod magically transports writers to wonderful places they have written about.
With a mystery, legend, story or description, a poem, report or non-fiction.
Forbidden forests, kingdoms and castles.
Magical, mythical lands.
And all sorts of amazing ancient places of adventure.
Here's this week's episode of Praise Pod.
I'm going into the praise pod with my letter. Dear Livia, I must give you some advice at once. Don't move until you finish reading this letter. This morning Mount Vesuvius erupted. First we felt tremors, but we thought it wasn't a big deal. Suddenly, ash was flying out the sky. It started to get worse. Pumice started flying down even faster than all the ash. Each second, more and more ash was covering the houses and shops. Next, the sky went pitch black, and fog had cloaked the city. We couldn't see a thing. I almost got hit by the ash and pumice. My sweetest child, please stay on the boat. If you stop at an island, please go on the island. Listen to what I have said. Just stay safe and look after yourself and look after Tronia. I know you will do the right thing. Love, Mum.
I'm going into the praise pod with my dragon story. Dragons are creatures who are always going bananas. They have smooth, scaly, flappy wings. Dragons are very annoying because they can mess up your stuff. When you get to your home, you will find out that dragons have been to your home. So always remember to lock your door.
I'm going into the praise pod with my myth. One evening, while Ted was reading his books, which were extremely old, he was interrupted by a humongous frost giant roaring around the town. Everyone gasped with fear as the creature blew its cold, stormy breath over the warm fire, leaving it as just smoke and embers. When it leaped into the darkness, the townsfolk slowly crept out of their houses as Atrix began to speak. The great fire is gone. We will freeze to death in less than a week unless someone went across the ravine to the land of the gods. But everyone is hurt. Suddenly Ted said he would do it.
I'm going into praise pod with my story. Many days had passed since I heard my father call, and winter still keeping spring away. I had walked very far. Eventually I found a tall house at the foot of the mountains. Happily at that moment a young boy came out from the house to play. He made snow angels, snowmen skating across the ice and skied across the meadow.
I'm going into praise pod with my guide. Giants, a guide for humans. Giants are huge creatures and are very similar to humans in their appearance. They have 2 arms, 2 legs, a body and a brain and a head. But that is where the similarity ends. Giants have enormous size and strength, but they can roar like thunder, make the earth shake and snack on humans. so beware if you might bump into one day. Therefore, this is my survival guide for your own safety. My first hint for walking around in a giant world would be look out for giants. Keep quiet, stay calm, and look all around you. You do not want to get in the way. If you spot a giant at first, you definitely will hear one. Be polite and try and make friends. You don't want to end up on a giant's table as a human pizza. Don't get me wrong, there are good giants and bad giants. Communicating with giants can be extremely difficult, so please take notice of this because of the difference in height. Shouting very loud is an option, or standing on the shoulder of a giant and talking to the ear. Try not to fall off. It might work.
I'm going to Frodsham with my story. Deep in the forest in a wooden hut lives Mike, Mum and younger sister Alice. One morning after a small breakfast, there wasn't that much food because of winter. Mike went into the forest. Mike couldn't remember the forest looking like this before. There were glistening icicles that hung from trees like elephants' trunks. I'm getting into figures. One day there was a double-decker bus. He was a naughty bus. He went to Frodsham Primary School and got into lots of trouble. He played on the playcrest. A girl called Maisie took him home. To be transported somewhere exciting, try your very best with your writing.
I'm going into the praise pod with my letter.
Fantastic!
I'm going into the praise pod with my myth.
Great. Whoops-a-daisy.
I'm going into praise pod with my guide. Oh no.
They're alike in their
I can't even say that. I'm getting into figures.
Brilliant.
With my dragon story.
Super.